Let's learn English together and have some fun.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English with Lumi. I am so happy you are here today. If this is your first time listening, welcome. And if you have been with us before, welcome back. You are doing an amazing job by coming back to learn more English.
Hey everyone, I'm Alfred. Great to be here again. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share this episode with a friend who is learning English. It really helps us reach more learners like you around the world.
Thank you, Alfred. Okay, today we have a very important topic. We are going to talk about how to build a daily English study habit.
Yes, this is a topic that many of our listeners have asked about. They say things like, I want to improve my English, but I don't know how to study every day. Or, I start studying, but then I stop after a few days. Does that sound like you?
If it does, don't worry. You are not alone. Many English learners have this problem. The good news is, today we are going to help you fix it. We will share simple, practical tips that you can start using right away.
And the best part, you don't need to study for hours every day. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a big difference if you do it every day.
That's right. The secret is not to study more. The secret is to study consistently. That means a little bit every day. So let's learn how to do that. Grab your notebook and let's get started. Alfred, before we talk about how to study, let's talk about why daily study is so important. Why can't I just study for 3 hours on Sunday and then relax for the rest of the week?
Great question, Lumi. Let me explain. Imagine you want to learn how to cook. If you cook once a week for 3 hours, you will learn something. But if you cook a little bit every day, even just for 15 minutes, you will learn much faster. Your hands will remember what to do. Your brain will remember the steps.
So it's the same with English?
Exactly. Learning English is like training a muscle. If you go to the gym once a week for a long time, you will be very tired and your body will forget by next week. But if you exercise a little bit every day, your muscles grow stronger and stronger.
I love that. English is a muscle. You need to train it every day.
Yes, and here is another important thing. When you study a little bit every day, your brain remembers things better. Scientists call this the spacing effect. It means if you study something today, then review it tomorrow, and then again a few days later, it stays in your memory much longer.
So studying for 10 minutes every day is better than studying for 1 hour once a week?
Much, much better. Consistency beats intensity. That means doing something regularly is more powerful than doing something big but only sometimes.
Okay, I love that phrase. Let's learn it. Everyone, repeat after me. Consistency beats intensity. Consistency beats intensity. It means doing a small thing every day is more powerful than doing a big thing once in a while.
Write that one down, everyone. It's a very useful phrase.
Now, before we go further, let's learn some important vocabulary for today's lesson. These words will help you understand everything we talk about. Ready?
Ready.
The first word is habit. A habit is something you do every day or very often, usually without thinking about it. For example, brushing your teeth is a habit. You do it every day. You don't need to think, oh, should I brush my teeth today? You just do it.
A good habit helps you. A bad habit does not help you. Studying English every day is a good habit. Looking at your phone for 3 hours is maybe not such a good habit.
That's true. Okay, the next word is routine. A routine is a set of things you do at the same time every day. For example, your morning routine might be wake up, drink water, eat breakfast, and get ready for work. It is the same every day.
And when you have a routine, things become easier. You don't need to think about what to do next. Your brain already knows.
Exactly. Next word, consistent. Consistent means you do something regularly, again and again, without stopping. If you study English every day, you are being consistent. The noun is consistency.
And we just learned consistency beats intensity.
Perfect. Next word, review. To review means to look at something you already learned one more time. For example, if you learned 5 new words yesterday, today you review those words. You look at them again to remember them.
Review is super important. Many students learn new words but never review them. Then they forget everything. Don't do that. Always review.
Good point. Next word, goal. A goal is something you want to achieve. A big goal might be, I want to speak English fluently. A small goal might be, today I will learn 3 new words.
Small goals are very important. When you achieve a small goal, you feel good, you feel motivated, and that helps you keep going.
Yes, and our last vocabulary word for now is distraction. A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what you are doing. For example, you are studying English and then your phone makes a sound. You look at your phone, now you are reading messages instead of studying. The phone was a distraction.
We all have distractions. The key is to learn how to manage them. We will talk about that later.
Great. Let's do a quick review. Habit, something you do regularly without thinking. Routine, a set of actions you do at the same time every day. Consistent, doing something regularly, again and again. Review, looking at things you already learned one more time. Goal, something you want to achieve. Distraction, something that takes your attention away.
Wonderful. Now let's use these words and learn how to actually build your study habit.
Okay, everyone, this is the most important part of today's lesson. We are going to share 5 simple tips to help you build a daily English study habit. These are practical things you can start doing today. Alfred, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Tip number 1, start very, very small.
This is the most important tip. Many students make a big plan. They say, I will study English for 1 hour every day. And the first day, they do it. The second day, they do it. The third day, they are tired. The fourth day, they skip it. And then they stop.
So what should they do instead?
Start small. Very, very small. I mean 5 minutes, or even just 2 minutes. That's it.
2 minutes? Is that enough?
It's not about how much you study. It's about showing up every day. Think of it like this. 2 minutes every day for 30 days is much better than 1 hour for 2 days and then nothing.
I see. So the goal is not to learn everything in one day. The goal is to build the habit first.
Exactly. Start with 2 or 5 minutes. After a few weeks, when it feels easy and natural, you can slowly make it 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. But in the beginning, keep it small. This way, it is impossible to fail. Even on your busiest day, you can always find 5 minutes.
I love that. Start so small that it is impossible to fail. Everyone, write that down. This is your first step. Tip number 2, attach your English study to something you already do.
This is a very smart technique. It is called habit stacking. It means you connect your new habit to an old habit, something you already do every day.
Can you give us an example?
Of course. Think about your morning. Every morning you probably make coffee or tea, right? So you can say, after I make my coffee, I will study English for 5 minutes. The coffee is your old habit. Studying English is your new habit. You stack them together.
Oh, I like that. So the coffee is like a signal for your brain. When you make coffee, your brain thinks, oh, it's English time.
Exactly. Here are some more examples. After I eat breakfast, I will review 5 English words. After I sit down on the bus, I will listen to an English podcast. After I finish dinner, I will write 3 sentences in English. After I finish my brushed teeth at night, I will read 1 page in English.
Those are great examples. The trick is to always use the same trigger, the same thing every day. After I do this thing, I will do my English practice.
Yes, and notice, each example is very small. 5 words, 1 page, 3 sentences. That's it. Small and easy.
Wonderful. So, tip number 1 was start small. Tip number 2 is attach it to something you already do. What's tip number 3? Tip number 3, mix your 4 English skills into your week.
When we say English skills, we mean 4 things: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. These are the 4 main skills you need to practice.
Now, you don't need to practice all 4 every day. That would be too much for a beginner. Instead, you can spread them across the week.
Right. Here is a simple plan. On Monday and Thursday, focus on listening. Listen to a short podcast or a YouTube video in English for 5 to 10 minutes. On Tuesday and Friday, focus on reading. Read something simple in English, a short story, a news article for learners, or even social media posts. On Wednesday and Saturday, focus on speaking and writing. Speak out loud to yourself, or try to write a few sentences in your notebook. And Sunday is your review day. Look at the new words and phrases you learned during the week. Read them again, say them out loud. Make sure they stay in your memory.
I love this plan because it's not boring. Every day you do something a little different and you are practicing all the important skills.
And remember, each session is short. We're not talking about hours of study, just 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how much time you have.
One more thing. When you listen or read, choose topics you actually enjoy. If you love cooking, listen to a cooking video in English. If you love sports, read a sports article in English. When you enjoy it, it does not feel like studying. It feels like fun.
That is such a good point. When you enjoy something, you want to do it again. And when you want to do it again, it becomes a habit naturally.
Tip number 4, use a simple journal.
A journal? You mean like a diary?
Yes, but a very simple one. You don't need to write a long essay. Just write 3 to 5 sentences every day in English about your day. That's it.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. For example, today I went to work. I had lunch with my friend. The food was delicious. After work, I watched a movie. It was a good day. That's 5 sentences. It takes maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
And why is this helpful?
It is helpful for many reasons. First, you practice writing in English. Second, you practice your grammar, past tense, present tense, articles, without even realizing it. Third, and this is really important, you can see your progress over time.
What do you mean?
Well, imagine you write in your journal every day for 3 months. Then you go back and read what you wrote on the first day. You will see that your English now is much better than before. Your sentences are longer, your vocabulary is bigger, your grammar is more natural. That is a wonderful feeling.
Wow, that is a great way to see your improvement. Sometimes we feel like we are not getting better, but when we look back, we can see how far we have come.
Exactly. And don't worry about mistakes. This journal is just for you. Nobody will read it and judge you. Just write freely. The important thing is to practice.
If you want to check your writing, you can use a tool like ChatGPT. Just copy your sentences and ask, "Can you help me improve these sentences?" It will show you a better version, and you can learn from it.
Great tip, Alfred. Okay, let's move to our last tip. Tip number 5. Never miss 2 days in a row.
This one is really important for keeping your habit alive.
Here's the truth, everyone. Life is busy. Sometimes you will miss a day. Maybe you're sick, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're just very, very tired. And that's okay. Missing 1 day is not a problem.
The problem is when you miss 2 days. then 3 days, then a week, and then your habit is gone.
So here's the rule. If you miss one day, that's fine, but the next day you must come back. Do your 5 minutes, even if it's just 2 minutes. Just show up. This keeps the habit alive.
Think of your habit like a small fire. If you add a little wood every day, the fire stays warm. If you miss one day, the fire gets smaller, but it is still there. But if you miss many days, the fire goes out. And starting a new fire is much harder than keeping one going.
That's a beautiful way to explain it. Keep the fire going. Even on busy days, do something small. Listen to one song in English. Read one paragraph. Write one sentence. Anything counts.
And one more thing, don't try to make up for a missed day by studying double the next day. That will just make you tired and stressed. Just do your normal small amount. The goal is consistency, not intensity.
There it is again. Consistency beats intensity. Okay, let's do a quick review of our 5 tips. Tip number 1, start very small, even 2 or 5 minutes. Tip number 2, attach it to something you already do. That is called habit stacking. Tip number 3, mix your 4 English skills across the week: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Tip number 4, use a simple journal to practice writing and track your progress. Tip number 5, never miss 2 days in a row. Keep the fire going.
5 simple tips. If you follow them, you will be amazed at how much your English improves over time.
Okay, Alfred, we have one more thing to share. It's a bonus technique for our listeners. It is called shadowing.
Shadowing. This is one of the best ways to improve your English speaking and pronunciation.
Let me explain how it works. Shadowing is very simple. You listen to someone speak in English, and then you immediately repeat what they say. You try to copy their words, their speed, and their rhythm, like an echo.
Like a shadow. Your voice follows their voice, just like your shadow follows you when you walk.
Exactly. Here is how you can do it. Step 1. Find a short audio clip or video in English. Maybe it is part of a podcast or a scene from a YouTube video. Make sure it is at your level, not too fast and not too difficult. Step 2. Listen to 1 or 2 sentences. Step 3. Pause the audio. Step 4. Repeat those sentences out loud. Try to sound exactly like the speaker. Step 5. Play the audio again and compare your voice to theirs.
That's it. It is so simple, but it is so powerful. When you do shadowing, you train your mouth to make English sounds. You also train your ears to listen better. And you learn the natural rhythm of English.
Yes, English has a kind of music to it. Some words are stressed, they are louder and longer. Other words are quieter and shorter. Shadowing helps you learn this music.
And here's a secret. You can use our podcast for shadowing. Listen to Lumi or me speak, pause the video, and repeat. It is free and easy practice.
That's a great idea. You can even do shadowing while you are walking or doing chores at home. No one is watching. Just listen and repeat. Even 5 minutes of shadowing every day can make a huge difference in your pronunciation and confidence.
Try it this week, everyone. Just 5 minutes. You might feel a little strange at first, but trust us, it works.
Okay, everyone. Now it's time for our role play. In this role play, Alfred will talk to his friend Sophie about their English study habits. Listen carefully and notice how they use the vocabulary and phrases from today's lesson.
Hey, Sophie, how's it going?
Hi, Alfred. I'm good, thanks. Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Your English has gotten so much better recently. What's your secret?
Thank you. Well, honestly, I just started studying a little bit every day. That's it.
Really? How much time do you study?
Just about 10 to 15 minutes a day. I started with only 5 minutes, actually.
5 minutes? That is so short. Does that really help?
It does. The most important thing is to be consistent. I study every single day, even if it is just for 5 minutes. Consistency beats intensity.
Consistency beats intensity. I like that. But when do you study? I am always so busy.
I use something called habit stacking. I attached my English study to my morning coffee. Every morning, after I make my coffee, I study English for 10 minutes. The coffee is my signal.
Oh, that is smart. So your brain connects coffee with English?
Exactly. And I also do different things on different days. On Monday, I listen to a podcast. On Tuesday, I read a short article. On Wednesday, I write in my journal. I mix all 4 skills across the week.
You write in a journal? What do you write about?
Just simple things about my day, like today I had a meeting. I ate pasta for lunch. I called my mom. Maybe 3 or 4 sentences. It is very easy, and it helps me practice writing.
That sounds really manageable. Do you ever miss a day?
Sometimes, yes. Last week, I was really tired on Thursday and I didn't study. But my rule is never miss 2 days in a row. So on Friday, I came back and did my 10 minutes. I kept the fire going.
Kept the fire going. I love that. Okay, I'm going to try this. I will start with 5 minutes tomorrow morning after my tea.
That's amazing, Sophie. Remember, start small. Don't try to do too much. Just 5 minutes is perfect.
I will. Thank you, Alfred. I feel so motivated now.
You've got this, Sophie. Let's check in next week and see how it's going.
Deal. See you next week.
Okay, that was a wonderful role play. Did you hear all the vocabulary from today's lesson? Let's do a final review.
Let's go through the key vocabulary and phrases one more time.
Habit, something you do regularly, usually without thinking. Example, studying English every morning is a good habit.
Routine, a set of things you do at the same time every day. Example, my morning routine includes coffee and English practice.
Consistent, doing something regularly without stopping. Example, she is very consistent with her English study.
Review, to look at something you learned before. One more time. Example, I review my new words every Sunday.
Goal, something you want to achieve. Example, my goal is to learn 3 new words every day.
Distraction, something that takes your attention away. Example, my phone is my biggest distraction when I study.
Consistency beats intensity. Doing a small thing regularly is more powerful than doing a big thing once. This is our key phrase for today.
Habit stacking, connecting a new habit to something you already do every day. Example, after I make coffee, I study English. That is habit stacking.
Shadowing, listening to someone speak and repeating immediately like an echo. Example, I practice shadowing for 5 minutes every day.
Never miss 2 days in a row. If you skip one day, come back the next day. Keep the fire going.
Excellent! Those are all the key words and phrases from today. If you write them down and review them this week, you will remember them very well. Now it's time for our community question. This is where we ask you to practice your English by writing a comment below this video.
Today's question is, what is your plan for your daily English study habit?
Tell us 3 things in the comments. Number 1, when will you study? For example, after breakfast or before I go to sleep. Number 2, how long will you study? For example, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And number 3, what will you do? For example, I will listen to a podcast or I will write in my journal.
For example, you could write, my plan. After breakfast, I will study for 10 minutes. I will listen to Learn English with Lumi and practice shadowing.
That is a perfect answer. We love reading your comments, and it is great practice for your writing. So please share your plan with us.
And remember, you don't need to start big. Start small. Start today. Even 5 minutes is a great beginning.
That's right. You are already doing something amazing by listening to this episode. You are already building your habit. Be proud of yourself.
Yes, we believe in you. You can do this.
Okay, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this lesson, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share it with someone who needs to hear this.
Don't forget to check out our other episodes too. If you missed our last episode about how to remember vocabulary, go back and listen to that one. It goes perfectly with today's lesson.
Great suggestion, Alfred. We have a wonderful playlist of episodes for beginners, from everyday conversations to practical study tips.
Thank you, everyone. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone. Remember, consistency beats intensity. See you next time.
Bye. Keep the fire going.